Alright, so this is Farmer Dave, and I'm driving down some small highway in Alabama. Oh, there's some more. On the road, there's lots of very flat possums. Not a lot of traffic. I haven't hardly seen any cars, and here's two now. Anyway, I'm driving down. I landed in Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm heading southeast toward a town that I can't even pronounce, and to look at a machine for us to wash sand and gravel for our concrete, and a cement blower that blows the cement powder up into the silos, and maybe some conveyors. So anyway, I'm going down to look at some machinery. But Alabama is really pretty, beautiful. I mean, besides the dead possums on the ground, it's very rolly hills and windy roads, and the colors are changing on the trees. So still a lot of green, but there's also some every so often a really nice red tree, but you can see the colors. Anyway, so no, beautiful Alabama, and the temperature is amazing. It's in the high 20s here, and so very comfortable. That's the first cotton field I've ever seen in my life. They grow cotton down here. That's awesome. Never had seen a cotton field. It's been harvested, but you can still see a fair amount of cotton in the field. All right, so I had to stop. I'm on this busy highway in Alabama, but all along the highway everywhere, there's cotton, because it's been cotton season and they've been harvesting the cotton, and so there's cotton balls everywhere. It's so fun. Cotton. Anyway, I'm sure the locals think I'm crazy, but that's kind of fun. Natural cotton right out of the field in Alabama. And this feeds what part?
That's what feeds the...
And that's the stand that holds it.
Always on the road.
Yeah. Oh, no worries. So have you seen one of these running before?
They're not real popular down here in this area.
I mean, I like the idea of it vibrating, and then, yeah, where we are, they just use sand screws. That's what they use. But it takes so much water, whereas this one only takes about 250 gallons a minute. Most sand screws take over 1,000 gallons a minute.
Yeah. They
So this is a 60 horse.
we haven't had rain.
All right, so I'm in Georgia now. Made it down out of the southeast end of Alabama, and now I'm driving through Georgia on my way to Florida, and I'm definitely there's no big freeway that heads this direction, and so I'm on some side, I mean, they're highways, but they're not very big, and I'm in some outback country, as you can tell from this sign, deer and hog processing. So I'm gonna go inside and see some trophy bucks. Kind of funny. It's a car that's been T-boned in a big accident, and they've painted on it, Chuck Norris spit here. Ha ha. Well, I stopped for fuel, and there were no trophy bucks in the store, but I got fuel, and I'm hopefully gonna make it all the rest of the way to into Florida, where Tammy and Vicky are staying. But I'm definitely in the outback out here. There's lots of hillbilly kind of things going on out here, and that's good. There's all kinds of people in all kinds of places, and it's all good. But anyway, I've locked my doors, and I'm going to try to stay awake. We've been awake for almost 20 hours, and I've still got to go another 4 at least hours to get there. So away we go. Hello, this is Farmer Dave. I'm here with Tage. We are at a hole in the wall seafood place in Orlando, Florida. For the appetizer, they just give us a whole sleeve of soda crackers, saltines, and then some hot sauces. That's lemon juice. Anyway, like, we didn't even know if it was a restaurant. We'll show you the door maybe on our way out, but it looked like we were coming into a warehouse. Yes, a utility room. I just got to show you the entrance here. So it's just like crazy. So like, this is the building. Like, we would have never gone in that door except for it says entrance on it. And then there's this little welcome sign. But yeah, there's no windows. Like, it is a total blackout. But it is called Lee and Rick's Oyster Bar and Seafood House. Oysters on the half shelf. So they do a lot of raw oysters there. But anyway, it is like such a hole in the wall, but the seafood is super fresh. It's rated very highly. I recommend it. Anyway, but this place has been open since 1950. Is that what it said?
That's what it says.
Yeah, 1950, so it's been open for 75 years. And we ordered a pound of steamed shrimp and a pound of snow crab right off the boat. And so we'll see. Hopefully it's fresh and wonderful. But yeah, this is like, yeah, totally a hole in the wall. But excited to taste the food. The staff is very friendly. I don't know what kind of English they speak. It's different. No, very southern, very nice. Okay, so we got our pound of steamed shrimp and 2 little containers of melted butter, and it's seasoned all up, kind of Cajun style, and they taste very, very good. Here's the snow crab and the corn on the cob, the melted butter, the shrimp, the saltine crackers, all the different hot sauces. Fantastic. It's crazy cool. They even have a Galaga or Galaga. I always thought it was called Galaga, but I loved playing it as a kid. So we were gonna buy Vicky this Lamborghini carbon fiber crazy car. Good heavens, like, what is this thing? That is a crazy car. So it's a Lamborghini, something nutty. I can't even see any kind of a name on it, but it's a race car. But we decided instead to buy the Lexus RX 350H. It's a hybrid. It's amazing. It's not a plug-in hybrid, just a hybrid gas over electric. Gets amazing fuel mileage, close to 40 miles per the gallon, and it's all-wheel drive. And it's fully loaded. You and Vicky should drive this one. Yeah, you drive this with Vicky. You guys gotta drive the new car. It's got a sunroof. There's Tammy. Tammy and Vicky have been working together for the last couple of weeks here in Florida. Anyway, it's just a beautiful blue black kind of paint. The big Lexus grille. Anyway, gorgeous car, very comfortable, a great smooth ride. So we're super happy for our Vicky.
She asked if you wanted a job here, Dave.
Yes, I do.
You're doing a great
Yeah, especially if I can test that car.
All right.
Yeah.
That's not even street legal. That's a racing car.
That's crazy. You guys are, and you sold it? You just sold it to somebody?
I don't know what's the owners. I don't know if he's selling it or he's just keeping it here for now. I'm not really
Oh,
sure.
it's the owners.
He's got a
Oh,
bunch of toys.
yes. I bet he does. I put in the video that Vicky was gonna buy it, but she decided to be reasonable.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty amazing. So it's a race version. of a Lamborghini. It's not even street legal. Yeah, it probably doesn't even have. Well, it's all a cage. Yeah, it's totally a race car. There's only one seat. That is nuts. It's some kind of crazy. Huh. All adjustable for whatever your conditions are. That's nuts. Crazy car. Holy macanoli. Yeah, it's a crazy car. All finned all the way down into the tires. I bet those tires get hot. Looks like he might have gone off the track once. Yes, apparently it's the owner of this dealership. It's one of his toys. Okay, so it's Swimmer Dave. We are somewhere central Florida. It's called The Villages.
Northeast of Orlando.
And there's this really cool thing at the swimming pool, and it's made in Kentucky, and it's called Aquatic Access. I hope I can get that. So aquaticaccess.com, and it's a water cylinder, and all it does is run off of like a garden hose. There's a garden hose fitting there, and then into their water system. And so I don't know if there'd be maybe 40 pounds pressure on that hose, you know, your typical garden hose kind of pressure. But because it has a cylinder that, just like a hydraulic cylinder with oil, but this is with water, then you multiply that 40 psi by the surface of that piston, and then it can lift. Well, it's easy. So now you got to watch. I just sat on the chair, and then now it's twisting me into the pool. Ooh, I'm turning, and the water, because now it's just gravity, the water's coming out of the piston, and now it's lowering me into the pool with no electricity, nothing fancy, just a cylinder and the water pressure from a garden hose. So now I'm down in the pool and I'm just sitting on the chair. So that is fantastic. So, okay, so there's the chair. So for our pools, we want to have disability access, but this is such a simple, awesome system.
Switch so that they
And
can
then-
see it go up.
Yeah, so then it's just this dial, turn the switch, and then that's the water pressure into the cylinder. And then that chair just comes up. There's a guide on the cylinder, which is just a flat bar that has a twist in it near when you get near the top. So it just lifts you straight out. And then it does the really cool spin move. Just twists out. That is just crazy. Has a simple bar on it so you can put your feet up if you're, and then it just turns and then you're sitting up on the deck. That is absolutely fantastic. You gotta get one of those. It's a pool lift IGAT 180. It's a 180. So, okay, so yeah, it actually has the specs on it. So it'll maximum lift capacity 800 pounds or 400 pounds. That's kind of what I was thinking it would be able to lift. And that is at 55. Yeah, so it's around between 50 and 60 PSI. So it's 55 to 65. So I had my PSI wrong. But yeah, so the water pressure needs to be around 60 pounds and then it will lift 400 pounds. So I brought it back down. I got to ride that again. There's even a Velcro seat belt I'm going to put the footrest on.
Okay, seriously. Kyle does not need to publish all of this.
Oh, he probably won't publish any of it. Okay, so I've got my feet on the footrest, and then all I do, so like anybody can run this by themselves. It's so great. You don't need somebody to run some kind of buttons for you. You just flip the lever, and you know, there's a lever at top and bottom. Then I just lift right out of the pool. So awesome. Accessibility. It's amazing if you can figure it out in a way that's good for everyone. That is awesome. So up I go. Now I'm turning. So you can see there's the rod coming out of the cylinder, and the flat bar, it's got a twist in it. And that's what swirls you around. So it's just simple and amazing. Somebody came up with such a great system. Way to go, Kentucky, and all your engineers. So it's Swimmer Dave again. I'm at some of my in-laws' home in Florida, and they have an outdoor pool, and I just swam 100 laps to get my 1,000 meters. It was a 10-meter pool. And anyway, it just seems like a huge challenge. I mean, obviously outdoor pools is what you do when you live in Florida or Arizona or California, but just keeping all the stuff out of the pool. So I'm scooping some stuff out of the pool, and I had a little frog in the net, but now I gotta find him. Anyway, outdoor pools. I mean, in Florida, sometimes you get alligators in your pool. My in-laws have not had an alligator yet, but in one of the hurricanes here this summer, they did have water right up to their, the street was full of water, but it didn't come in the house. So alligators could have got very close. There's my little froggy friend. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. You're just a little guy. A swimming pool is not a place for you. He's cute. Anyway, so I'll rescue him out into the yard somewhere, and I will continue working on getting all the leaves out of the swimming pool.